Oh, hey Jenna. How was your weekend? Should I tell her that I was laying around all weekend eating junk food? Nah. Um, it wasn't so bad. I mean, it didn't do much. Yeah, I totally understand. My weekend wasn't that eventful either. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julia D. I'm all about beauty, fashion, and entrepreneurship. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the art of not telling people your business. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to talk about is why you should stop sharing so much, because I know like a lot of people do like to share, personal things that go on in their life. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is why. So the first reason why is when you share too much, you kind of give the illusion that you don't really have any boundaries. In that sense, it means like it's okay for everybody to ask you about your business and they figure that you'll just tell them, you know what I mean? Because they figure that you don't have any boundaries because you're sharing so much and you're an open book and there's basically nothing left to you. So that's reason number one. And number two is it can definitely be very dangerous to share too much because knowledge is power and you don't want too many people knowing too many things about you that are supposed to be kept private, you know what I mean? An example of that would be, where you live or the places that you're going, and let's say you post on social media that you're getting froyo or something like that. You don't want somebody to show up there and try and do something just because you told them where you were going to be at with your social media. You know what I mean? It's little things like that that can definitely put you in danger or jeopardize your life even. The next tip that I would have to give is either write it down or talk to a friend. You never want to just, again, spread your business around to any and everybody because everybody does not have your best interest at heart. And the sooner that you understand that, really the better. Because you can be giving somebody all the information that they need to take you down as a person and not even know it. So that's why it's best to only share certain things with your family or your friends or a close friend now. Don't just be out there telling everybody your business. Or even like for me personally, just write it down. It's a lot simpler, like nobody can see it, nobody can judge it. And yeah. So now we're going to talk about the benefits of not telling people your business. Number one would be you definitely acquire more of a mystery, an air of mystery around you because you're not telling everybody your business and not everybody knows every little thing about you. And that's what's going to create that allure or that mystery, that mystery about you. And that's a good thing because you want to leave some things to the imagination. Like you don't want to just be everywhere, all over social media or all over town or just wherever, doing whatever and just sharing your business because your reputation is one of the most important things about you, and you don't want to tarnish your reputation because when people think of you, you don't want to be thought of in a negative light. You want to be thought of in a positive light. Another benefit to not always putting all of your business out there is that, okay, everybody at some point in their life is going to make mistakes. But when you make mistakes, if all of your business is not out there and you're not telling everybody every little thing about you and every little thing that has to do with you, you can make mistakes and nobody's gonna even know about it or even care about it because you're not putting everything out there for everybody to see. Does that make sense? Definitely when mistakes happen, you know, you can be put in a very vulnerable headspace, in a vulnerable position, and it's definitely not going to help you if everybody's constantly asking you about the mistake that you made, or, you know, throwing back at you the mistakes that you made and different things like that. So that is definitely one good thing about keeping things private in your life. In my case, I'm always going to be in a position where I tend to keep my private life private, just because I never want somebody to be in a position where they can hold, you know, some information over my head, or hold something that I've done in the past over my head, because when you make mistakes, it's embarrassing. Like, you know what I mean? It can be very embarrassing, and you don't want that out there for everybody to see and be able to analyze and scrutinize and rip you apart. For me, it doesn't matter how big I get, I'm always going to keep my private life private. You really just owe that to yourself. And realistically, once something is out there, it's out there and you can't take it back. So you definitely want to set boundaries, because for one thing, you don't want to feel like you're obligated to tell people different things that are going on in your life. And that's the thing, like if you put something out there and people are asking you about that certain situation, you kind of owe it to people to talk about it. So if you don't put it out there, then there's no reason why you would ever be put in a situation where you have to be forced to talk about a mistake, or, you know, something crazy that you may have done. Do you know what I mean? Like, you owe that to yourself to keep your private life private. And I think that's all that we have to cover in today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys, love you.